Now, today we're talking about a sponsor versus a mentor. So, in the Pink Pill for Business, I have categorized different types of characters in business and how to relate to each one of them. If you'd like to know what those are with great detail, you might want to consider looking at the link below, getpinkpill.com, so you can be better informed. First, let's start with the mentor. The mentor in my classification system is the bishop. The bishop is the person who gives you sage information. They've been there, done that. Think your professor. Think a family member who is retired but has been very successful, but has been in the working world. Your bishop is a person who is your mentor. They will give you freely information about the ins and outs of corporate America, the politics, whether something is worth the hill to die on or if you should leave it alone. They often do this out of the kindness of their heart, just to pay it forward. They want to do it because they care about you and they've had those experiences, and they want to make sure that you don't make the same mistakes that they do. They often do this as purely beneficial to you with no desire or expectation for reciprocation. However, a sponsor is a little bit different. Usually, this is a person who works in the business that you're in, works in the company that you work in. The responsibility of your sponsor is to protect you and to move you forward. So they have the power because they have the ear of very important people, the decision makers in the organization that you work with. Your sponsor is going to have some expectations, though, unlike your mentor, who's just doing it out of the goodness and kindness of their heart. Your sponsor is going to expect some things from you. They're going to expect that you are going to have your ear on the lookout for things that they need to be on the lookout for. And they want to make sure that whatever projects that they have allowed for you to have the opportunity to be in, they're going to want to know the status of those projects because it is a reflection on them. Why it's important to understand why sponsors are so important, especially for women of color. A recent leanin.org study said that Black women will do very well on the entry level and mid level, but something happens after that. After that, the opportunities for women of color, particularly Black women, plummet, and oftentimes they will leave the organization after the mid-level. And much of that is related to the fact that these women don't have alliances and contacts with key people who can push them forward. Because after you've gotten the skills for the entry and mid-level, there's a little secret, and I want to tell you what it is. After you've gotten those skills that you've learned in college, that you've learned through your enhancements, through different types of courses and things that you have used to beef up your skills, it's all about your personal relationships. It's about the connections that you make in that organization or in the periphery of the organization. Here's a secret that is pretty open, but it's not often communicated to us. People promote people that they like. It is essential that if you want to move up past the mid-level, that you have a sponsor who will push you forward and protect you. Protection is very, very important. especially when you're dealing with people who are competing for those same opportunities. You need to have someone who has your back. With politics and with business, it's very important to have the important people to be on your side. We're going to talk about that more on this channel in the future. If you want to accelerate your knowledge of how to secure a sponsor, you might want to again check out the Pink Pill for Business. It's at getpinkpill.com. It is a business finishing school specifically for us. And I will see you in the next video. As always, pinkies up.